Hello guys, gonna get started here in just a minute, just gonna share the link here. Alright. Okay. Gray Man's hyped. It's gonna be a good one here. Opening match is actually for the title. Let's see, where is that title here? It is right here. Storm with Dawn Marie at ringside here. It's gonna be taking on Hammerstone. Yep, everything's set there. Let's see how it goes. I get you there. I mean, yeah, because it's all up to you how you want to book stuff. Yeah, definitely. That makes a lot of sense for sure. Let's see how it goes. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Hi, Pat. Mari Garner, interesting. Did you have to change profiles? 3 hours for an intermission. Holy shit.
Fight!
I get ya. Okay. It threw me off a little bit because there's another guy who goes by Pat as well that we know of. Counter there. Definitely a size difference, and Hammerstone is definitely a heavyweight. Storm, however, is a junior here. I get you there. Yeah, right now we're hosting a PCCW. This is Gray Man's promotion. It's the opening match here for this PCCW championship here. It'll definitely be interesting. Ooh, big maneuver there. Ooh, shoulder block there from Hammerstone. Big man, shining wizard, exactly. Christ, that cleared the road. But... oh, chair thrown in. Snap suplex. European uppercuts from Storm.
5 minutes gone.
Oh, here comes the Sandman. Who is he helping? Oh, he's helping Hammerstone. Yes, because they're both in the free agent pool of your promotion, so... neckbreaker. Shin lock there applied. Yeah, and the barbs. But yeah, here's the lineup we're gonna have here after this match. The Dudley Boys and the New Age Outlaws will face off in a rivalry match. And then after that, Raven and Sandman in the barbs. Then Steiners and Harlan Heat in a rivalry match. Then Droz and Tajiri in the semi-main spot. In the main event, the Impact players will take on Edge and Christian for the tag titles. Okay, no problem, Patrick. Oh, the Nightmare Pendulum. Wait. Distraction caused. Dodge the lariat.
10 minutes gone.
Super kick. He goes for a cover now.
2.
Only 2. Snap suplex. Counter. Northern Light suplex with the bridge.
2, 3.
Aha! Storm sneaks in a win there. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely made a difference, is the speed of it. I'm surprised it ended that quick, but Storm just got the one up on him. But yeah, now here's the big match coming up here. Some tag team barbed wire action here. Yeah, I mean, the trick with yeah, it can be tough sometimes with some guys like that. Everyone has the off match there and there. All right. There we go. Alright, explosion at 15, time limit's 30. Some tornado bomb action here. Let's see how it goes.
Fight!
3D out of nowhere. Also, Gray Man, I did adjust the pinning issue with the Dudley Boys. They should be pinning a little bit more often. Okay, didn't miss too much there, Patrick. We just began the second match here. A tornado barbed wire death match action. It's a great game. I mean, it is a lot of fun. I do recommend, like, I will say though, the only thing to be cautious about it is that it can be a little bit on the pricey side. I do recommend getting it while it's on sale, because the DLC in this game can be a little bit pricey, and unfortunately a lot of it is necessary because of the download thing. But once you do get it up and going, it is a lot of fun. Trying to get it. Yeah. It's on sale at same frequency either on the Steam version or the PS4 version. If the only real difference between the two versions is that the Steam version's memory is only based on the computer, and the PS4 it's locked, but it's still a lot on the PS4. It's like a ton. The Steam version.
It's gone.
Yeah. There's a reason why, Star Fox, but the Steam version, in terms of longevity, might be a slight better choice, because the PS4's version download store is run by the Spike Company, and the Spike Company itself, not the game developers, but the company itself, is ready to move on at some point. So at some point they will shut down the store, though not anytime soon. There's still plenty of time. Like, they don't even have a date or anything, but it is an eventual thing. But the Steam version won't have that. Yeah, because the big thing they have is with the game is that DLC, it includes New Japan roster, Stardom roster, parts craft, entrance craft, you got the story modes and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to get. But once you got everything down, you're set. Like, the biggest recommendation to get stuff for, first and foremost, would be the rosters and the parts craft. Those are the big ones there. Once you get those, downloading guys won't be an issue, really. The other stuff... Oh, and Fire Promoter. That's a big one, too. And also for the... Excuse me, for the Doomsday device thing, unfortunately, double team grapples in the corners is a very, very tough thing to get to in this game. It's something I may have to look at the CPU and see if I can make it happen more often. But I tried looking for a front grapple version of the Doomsday device, and I have yet to find it. So it's one of those things you really gotta edit a lot. Well, it's because, unfortunately, the position of the move is very unfavorable for frequency. You'd have to edit your guys quite a bit to make it happen. I'll have to look into it, see if I can make it happen more often, because it is something that should happen a lot more often than it is. Yeah, it's just it's tough to make happen in this game, unfortunately. There is a game called Retromania Wrestling, but it's not this. This is Fire Pro Wrestling. Ah, you see, that's the problem right there, because... Oh, Dudley Boys get the way. We don't even get to see the explosion. That's okay. Retromania Wrestling's actually a really good game, too. There's not really any creation options in it, but it's still a fun game. I have it for Xbox, and I like it a lot. I did a video on it on a channel a while back. Unfortunately, you can only get Fire Pro Wrestling on either the PS4 or Steam computer. That's all that it's available on, unfortunately. So if you don't have either one of those, you'll have to get one of those to play it. There is another great wrestling game on Steam, though, called Wrestling Empire. That's a really, really good one. I wish I could do more of it on the channel. Dudley Boys get a win there. Yeah. Alright, next is Raven versus Sandman in the Barbs. Yeah, I played that a ton in my spare time. I also reviewed that game on the channel quite a while back. But yeah, once I get the ability to like, yeah, it is like it's really fun. Like it's not, yeah, it can happen. My guy's still going. Like but I would love to, like, do that game on the channel, like a stream series. It'd be so much fun. I just have to... The only thing I have to do is figure out how to stream through Switch. I'm getting decent at it so far, and figuring out the stuff I have to start streaming on other consoles, but I think I'm missing a part. Like a cable or something that I need to get to make it happen. Because I have the bot capture card, and I think I downloaded the right program, but I think I need something extra to make it fully work. Because doing Wrestling Empire would be amazing on stream, because it's such a quirky, fun game. You can get a lot of hilarity and coolness with it. See how this match goes here. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I couldn't wait either. I wish the game was on like PS4 or something so I could stream it, but it is what it is.
Dumbass.
It's also on Steam as well, Wrestling Empire, and on the phone. There's a new wrestling game coming out too. I forgot. It's like UPW or something like that, and it looks really good too. And it's getting a lot of like big time support too.
You dumbass.
Yeah, it would be.
You dumbass.
I just think because the whole game's made by one guy, M. Dickey, and he does an excellent job with it. He's been doing it for years. He made so many games off the same base engine, but it's amazing he's able to do all that as one guy. Yeah, that makes sense. Sandman is really wants to like make everyone more hardcore here. Punch trading here. I did. Actually, it's funny. I do know that one. The first Matt Dickey game I've ever played was actually a superhero game on the phone. And then I discovered the wrestling stuff later on. Yeah, yeah, that's something I might have to check out. I would love to review some of his other games on the channel. I just have to do it through the phone because I don't think a lot of his stuff has console ports yet. Yeah, it's downloaded on my phone still. I just don't remember it. on the top of my head, but it's pretty solid too. But his Wrestling Empire game's probably his crowning jewel, in all honesty, from what I can gather. Yeah, cut open, busted open.
Give up. Give up.
And the crazy thing about that game, Wrestling Empires, there's still so much you could do with it. Just like this game, like Fire Pro. Unfortunately, there's a lot in this game that I think could have been done more with, that the developers unfortunately couldn't do it because they were given a specific shelf life of how much they could work on the game by the company before the company was like, okay, you're done, no more on this game. Like, it took them forever to even get this game going because a lot of people thought Fire Pro Returns on PS2 would be the last one they've ever made. It's almost low-key a miracle this game got made, and the fact they put so much in it. And that's the other thing about getting the Steam version too, is the Steam version you can get mod packs for the game. But that can be tricky to do. I haven't had any success with it. So that's something you're gonna have to tinker with. But even without the mod pack, the Steam version is still really solid. Yeah. Yeah, that was a while ago. It's easy to forget that this game came out in 2017. Yeah, I think the first time I played the career mode in Wrestling Empire, my guy was just like done. Jumping pile driver there. Yeah, it's not 100% perfect. There are a few little things. Yeah, you get punished for it, which I can see that being an issue. I mean, I think the only some things I would like to see added. Yeah, exactly. I think some things I would like to see added to the game is that I wish there was more of an open sandbox style to that game, because in Fire Pro, in this game, you can just create your stable and promotion and stables and your belts, and you can just have loose matches without doing any game modes. You can run stuff like we're doing right now, and you can't really do that with Wrestling Empire, really. And I kind of wish they would allow you to do that off the bat at least. Yeah, definitely get Wrestling Empire for sure. Retromania is good too. The only thing with Retromania is that there's no creation stuff in it, which kind of sucks. But it's still a great one. Both are great. Like, I have no complaints on either one of them, really. Yeah, it's... Out of the two, Wrestling Empire's definitely... If I had to pick which one's better, probably Wrestling Empire. Just because that game gives you so much to do. Because it is a sandbox wrestling game, but it's a little different sandbox than Fire Pro. Because Fire Pro, you legit could do anything. You have, like, a correction, you have 100% control, really, in Fire Pro. In Wrestling Empire, your control itself can vary, but the interactions and everything is very sandboxy. Warming up, exactly. Yeah, I wish they had a creation thing. That would be awesome. Yeah, I like to keep up with the updates in that game.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Sandman gets the win just before the explosion. Yeah, the double clothesline. Yeah, that's one thing. I do wish I'm glad to see him started adding more moves more frequently. I would like to see him keep doing that. Full 100, good lord. One thing I would like to see him add is one I would like to see him have just a loose sandbox mode where you can create a promotion, create belts, and just do your thing like that. Have just complete control over everything, kind of like the WWE 2K Universe mode. I kind of want to see that a little bit. Because you have a booking mode and a career mode, but both modes, there's a lot of stuff that's out of your hands. in a lot of instances, so you don't really have complete control over everything. And that's the kind of game that I would like to see that in. Yeah, 7 seconds, but the blockbuster is OPS crap and Hollywood. Yeah, because I do know that once you unlock all the belts in a promotion and career mode, you'll get complete editing control of that promotion, but I don't know. I feel like with so much you can do in that game, I kind of want more creation. You know, that's kind of one thing I would like to see from that game. Ghost Dance the Pyro's ready. Yeah, exactly. Another thing I would like to see in that game is a little bit better use of factions, because at the moment the most you can do is a tag team and a manager, and that's it. And I would like to be able to see like factions form, like NWO style stuff and all that. I think that would be really cool to see. MVP, yeah, that'd be cool. I will say though, they did a good job of music variation, because you can't really put in music in the game. They did a good job of giving you a lot of tracks to work with, in all honesty, which I appreciate that, because you could definitely get going on that. Next one is another tag match here. Green Mist. French toast. Nice. Miniature kendo sticks with Impact players branding. Yeah, because we got the branding and the sales coming next season for TWN. That should be a lot of fun. Shit, I should have erased them. Now I gotta go back to that. There we go. No Edge and Christian merch. Alright. Let's see how this is. Gone, it's gone. Yeah, there's still a lot you could do in that game, but like I said, it's a one-guy team for that. So, you know, whatever he can do is gonna be great. Whatever he gets to. Yeah. Please help with the map. Yeah, I do kind of wish, like, for the mode, I wish there was settings for when you go in a mode where you can control, like, what's in your control and out of control. Because one thing I don't like is when they change looks. Because I spend a lot of time going through the wrestlers and giving them their actual names and shit. And then during the mode, everyone's like, oh, you know, we're going to change your name and you're going to like it and all that. So I lose a lot of, like, recognizable names a little bit. And I kind of would like to, like, have some of that stuff stay. She's sponsored to put on a That's funny. Like, I get you're gonna want to change guys and stuff, like that would happen in that kind of world, but there's just times where I wish I had a little bit more control on that.
Fight!
I'm with Booker and Rick here. 100,000 week sponsored, yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I love Wrestling Empire though. Like the match variation, I will say it feels like a career, like you truly live. Like you do shit, you interact. I mean, to be honest, like, yeah, it's a very different sandbox game than this. That game's a sandbox game like GTA style, because GTA is a sandbox game, but you only have so much control. It's very much like that, but in this game, this is a sandbox game like the 2K Universe mode, where you just pretty much control everything. And I kind of would like to see the Wrestling Empire give you a little bit more of that. Because even with the booking career mode, even that mode, you don't have complete controls. Just stuff could randomly happen that can, like, really, like, mess with your plans. And that's cool if you're going for just, like, a straight-up just thing. But if you want more of a sandbox control, you don't quite get that. Not quite.
11, 12, 13.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, they technically did. Yeah, it's very, yeah, massive.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Concentrating here.
5 minutes gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's actually another great wrestling game too. I almost forgot about it. I streamed it a while back. Action Arcade Wrestling. That game is like really, really good too. And that game is a sandbox like Fire Pro. Yeah, it is kind of funny how that ended up being. I mean, the Steiners did work in WWF a little bit to some success, but yeah, like they're in it because I think they also wanted them in it because I think they wanted to smooth the grace of the Steiners because let's face it, like what's his name? I forgot what they call him, Rex Steiner. I forgot what WWE has the name now, but a lot of people would rather just see him go by the Steiner name. And I think they kind of did that to try to, like, maybe go to be like, hey, let him use the Steiner name. Braun Breaker, yeah. Like, I remember, like, it doesn't bother me now, but there's just times where I'm just like, like, when Vince was in charge and he made, it's like, oh yeah, you gotta be named this instead of that. Braun Breaker, it makes sense because the Steiner name, like, Scott was, like, adamant not to, like, have it there. Yeah, and at this point I think it's fine, but I remember when it first began like that, a lot of people were like, oh, why can't you just go by Steiner? Yeah, exactly. I would like to see, like, if he's brought up to the main roster, which he will be at some point, like, I could see them being like, okay, we're just gonna have you go by Rex Steiner now. Yeah, create your own shirts and shit, yeah. Yeah, that'd be great if you could do more of that. In this game, you can do that, but it's quite a process. Like, it takes a bit to do that in this game.
Give up. Give up.
Yeah, like, customization, I think, for the wrestlers, I think it's fair. I mean, I can personally live with it for sure, but you could definitely add more to it if you wanted to. Health permitting, yeah, for sure. Yeah, a little bit more, and I wouldn't. Like, more entrance music I would not, like, argue against. The more the merrier for that. Bulldog right there. And also, let me think for a second. What else? I did notice some of the wrestlers, when I went through some of the wrestlers, like, for example, the Val Venus model or those kind of guys, some of their finishers, their movesets may not be 100% accurate. And I kind of get it, like, because after you add some guys, you only have so much time to be that accurate, so I'm a little bit more forgiving of that, but yeah. Another thing, too, is I do wish there was more, like, creation slots for wrestlers. I mean, you can just edit the fake wrestlers, and I think you got like plenty to work with. But for a game like that, I think there should be more to work with. Tombstone, 9 straight. Ah, so you got in the nitty-gritty of the game. See, I don't have like the nitty-gritty on stats and stuff. I just kind of play and play that kind of thing. But I'm sure there's like a stat like sheet of like moves and stuff. Ah, slapjack on Rick Steiner. Yeah, like apron moves are a little tricky in this game to perform. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it can be tough. I think you might have to adjust settings for it. It can be very easy to do in tag matches when you turn off, like, wrestlers going in. Cut play. Okay. I will say this about the Empire is that I think out of a lot of the wrestling games I played, I feel like it actually does chain wrestling very well. Like, it legit feels like chain wrestling, but there are times where, like you go for, like, a full Nelson, and it's not available as a move regularly. Like, there's a lot of submission moves or big moves that are used as transitional moves and not, like, moves that wrestlers do use as signature moves. And I kind of wish to see, like, options to have, like, those moves be, like, actual moves. Yeah, definitely. Oh, it's getting ready. Oh, big Steiner line from the corner. Super kick. Yeah, I definitely have to look to mess with it, for sure. Wow, this has been a great match. Oh, backdrop after all that. First match in a rivalry ending in a draw. Yeah, exactly. Counter. Never lost, exactly. Bulldog counter. That's funny. Backbreaker. Back suplex. Jawbreaker counter. Scott gets tagged in. Ah, slapjack on Rick. Belly to belly slam. Yeah, hits a drop kick. Yes, they did. In honor of Jay Briscoe, yes. I'm glad they added that move. I'm always happy to see them add moves, like I said, moves in the game. Yeah, it's been fantastic. A lot of back and forth. Yeah, Jay Briscoe, yeah, in a car accident, unfortunately. Topi. Yeah, well, it should be a big move. Yeah. Oh, Steiner bomb. Frankensteiner. Yeah, exactly. Oh, stand sidekick. Goes for a cover.
1, 2.
Oh, taps to an armbar. Steiner's gets the win. Another 100. Good lord. Awesome match right there. Steiner line. In the semi-main spot, Draws and Tajiri are going to be dueling it out here. There it is. There it is. Yeah. I will say though, like, so far the 3 shows have been 82s and 81s, so you're looking pretty good here so far for that kind of thing. Though, yeah, the 66 did hurt a little bit, for sure. And unfortunately, because you had a side person, like, on the sideline, I think that hurt it a bit too. I think if she wasn't there, it probably would have been more in the 70s. But, yeah, it ending the way it did, I think kind of threw things off a little bit too. I think if it went on another, like, 4-ish minutes, 4 to 5 minutes, it probably would have been better off. Yeah, exactly. Getting the substance a big one right there. Yeah. Yeah, the 2.9s help, for sure. When you get the 2s, 2.9s, once you get those going, those can help. Yep, the mist. Powerbomb counter. Oh, racing the... Oh, wow, that's gotta hurt. Big spin here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Hogan's book, yeah. Suplex there from Draws. Headbutt. Oh, setting up. Big lariat from the corner. On the 3 kicks. Yeah, I tried looking for those on download. There are some out there, unfortunately. When they get put in game, instead of seeing the mist, it's a hand. It's a disembodied hand. Like there's something in that process that just doesn't translation well. The only moves that did it well, but it's not really just a front mist grapple. It's I have it and I love the move. It's a blood mist DDT. Pretty much the guy gets sprayed with mist and he gets hit with an impaler. And the miss you don't see, but you see it on the close. And it's a really well-made move.
5 minutes gone.
That's the only one, really. It isn't, although to be honest, I probably could put it as in the Gangrel finisher slot, and it would work. Spaceman elbow. Because right now, what's in his finisher slot is just the standard Impaler. But the Blood Mist variation would probably work with just as well with that. Oh, here comes Raven. Super kick. Goes for a cover.
1, 2.
Oh, he's helping Draws out. Found pants, yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Like, if it does, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it does. I haven't heard any news about M. Dickey, like, shooting for that, but you never know. Like, if Action Arcade Wrestling can be on all systems, I don't see why Wrestling Empire couldn't. Yeah, the top merch seller, yeah, with the green mist. Another super kick. Oh, he's setting up. Oh, Shining Wizard from the corner.
Yeah.
Leaping shoulder block. Oh, dodges the mist. Face pressure. Brainbuster.
10 minutes gone.
Yeah, he did the Shining Wizard. Like I'm not gonna lie, some of the earlier guys I edited and put into TWN, their movesets may not be as good as I would want them to be, but I have improved it over time. Like currently, I have it down like that. But there are a few older guys that I would like to adjust. I'll get hit with the mist. But I'm kind of just waiting for the right moment to tackle that. Something like Great Muta invented the Shining Wizard. But it's been used by a lot of guys. Oh, Draws makes Tajiri tap to a headlock. Just as, looks like Salmon was going to come out to help. '84. Shining position, yeah. You know what? Yeah, the fact that it ends in a headlock takedown's a little rough. But the Japanese terms for wrestling moves, it's crazy how some of it varies. Like for example, like they call all vertical suplexes brain busters. But in America, we just call them suplexes, and if we only call the ones that are brain busters when you literally drop them on the head. Like when I got this game, they called all those brain busters, which is crazy because they don't look like a traditional brain buster at all. Main event time for the titles. Yeah, exactly. That's how we know it as a brainbuster. But in Japan, they just call everything in that category brainbuster, no matter what, which is crazy. Yeah, I think. Well, it's a size difference because Tajiri's a junior wrestler and Draws is a heavyweight, so sometimes that can be a factor. Not always, of course. We just saw Storm beat Hammerstone, so it's not always a factor, but it can be. And of course, they'll be going against the Impact players. Yeah. Because it is an interesting division right there, for sure. See how this one goes. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate that. I know it's been mentioned to the past to you about like joining stuff, but if you are interested in joining like what we do either with YWA or TWN, you're more than welcome to. Okay, yeah, we're all set here. Main event time. Yeah, because like a lot of guys we have guys participate from kind of all over a little bit. Like there's quite a few that are in Chicago, so time zones can make a difference. But yeah, if you are, I actually made kind of guidebooks on the camps you just stored. For TW and YWA. I will say out of the two, I think if you like out of the two, YW is definitely one that's more of a beginner, quote unquote. Yes, 45 minutes.
You think you know me?
But if you feel like you can handle TWN, you're more than welcome to try that too. We do have one new promotion coming next season for TWN too, so. Yeah, for the guidebooks, right now for both have at minimum the how to get started and how it works. The extra stuff, not all of it is there yet, but it will be at some point. So if you have questions, just feel free to ask.
Fight!
Yeah, TWN, you run your own promotion, like whole ass promotion with a roster of wrestlers and stuff. With YWA, you're just managing your own, just one wrestler. You're managing yourself as a rep in a nutshell. So that YWA, you don't have to be like on it. You can kind of you could get super invested in it, or you can kind of just be whatever with it. With TWN, you definitely kind of have to be invested. You don't really have a lot of range with that. I mean, it's not like super intense, but it is something you have to keep tabs on. So it just depends on how much you want to invest in using that. Try Portland screw job. Counter. I mean, if the Impact players win this, Lance Storm will be a double champ. You know what? I think it was actually. I think it was Portland. I'm not sure. I don't quite remember on top of my head. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember where it was at though. You know, it's funny, like you have some of these wrestlers that go through these big storylines of like leaving or betraying their partner to do their own thing, and then 9 times out of 10 immediately after that they form a tag team. See me wrestle? Yeah, exactly. I saw that video. That's all he does. Yeah, that's the thing, and that's kind of the issue with. That's the thing when you have Vince McMahon running the promotion. It lives and dies by him. You know, everything is through him. He's like the end. Everything goes by him, and in a lot of ways, I respect that. But there's just times where I just see the decisions, and I'm just like, that is like the worst thing you could do. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be working to try to make that happen. At minimum, I might try to do more recorded videos with it, if anything, but it's definitely a game, though, that if I had a choice, I'd rather stream it, because it's a very interactive game. Yeah, definitely check that out, Wrestling Empire. It's really, really good game. I should... Yep, the Impaler on Inverted DT. I would say there's some wrestlers that are easier to convert than others. Christian was very tough because his basic moveset has little to no front grapple moves, which makes it very tough to like make work without putting in a move that he probably never really used. But you know, you gotta make work what you can work, I guess. Definitely two counter there.
1, 2.
Kinda. I don't quite remember. Well, Impaler's one. I probably put in a pin move. Probably a punch. Probably some sort of combo. I don't quite remember. Actually, I could actually check that. Actually, I could just pause this and we can go to the move list. I forget you can do that. Christian, what did I put for Christian? What the heck? Oh, that's back grapple, okay. I don't know why I put Gutbuster as an upper front grapple move. That's a medium move, it shouldn't be there. But yeah, backslide. I'm gonna have to change Gutbuster to something a little bit more front grapple-y. Russian leg sweep, Impaler, and the unprettier spear combo. Because I couldn't find an created unprettier move that was a front grapple move. That was the closest I could get. Yeah, that's definitely a fix. Edge was a lot easier to do. Like, I have the downward spiral in his finisher slot because he did use it as a finisher when he first came out. But that can probably be changed as well. But yeah, because... Yeah, he finishers exactly. Because that's the thing, even now I'm looking through these and I'm like, oh my god, I could find more information than what I did. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of guys I can update. For sure, because I finally got the process down, but there is a lot of guys that could have more accurate moveset that quite aren't there. Yeah, it's easy with Edge. Christian was tough. Oh, I pull from the store. I can't. The move creator in this game is the hardest thing to do in this game by far. Like everyone says it too, because all the creation stuff in this game is not super hard once you get the hang of it, but Movecraft by far is the hardest. Like, it takes a god to get Movecraft down. Because you're literally making, like, actual game shit. You're literally programming the game at that point. Yeah. But yeah, I also have the Impaler for Christian not in the double slot like Edge, because Edge did use the Execution, which is pretty much the Impaler DDT, although sometimes he did it in a way where the guy landed in front of him like a facebuster. While Christian, he might have used the Impaler at some points, so that's why I probably put it there, but yeah, it was tough. Oh. Oh. As there was a distraction there. Off the buckle, yeah. Because to be honest, technically if we were going for a more like universal Edge, the Impaler would probably be his finisher. But I was a little I was a little unsure to do that because I was unsure if I wanted like the traditional Impaler or do I want like his execution style Impaler where it's more like a face buster. And I think there is a move like that in the game. It's the Falcon Arrow Crush, but I'm not quite sure if that's the right one to do for that. Still unquote. Nice. Drop kick. Yes, no, there's a different one called the Falcon Arrow Crush. And that one is kind of delivered like an Impaler, only more like the Edge's other version of execution, where he lifts the guy up and he drops him in between his legs. Power slam. But I'm unsure if that's the proper term for that move. Because when I looked it up, no one made the execution, like, online. So it's probably something that people just put in with the Impaler. Defer to DDT. Goes for a cover. Yeah, it's not a ton. It's really just the landing placement. I don't know for sure, to be honest. For visual stuff, because really the two places I use for like
20 minutes gone.
like researching moves is looking up the moveset through like the wrestling fandom, then wrestling data, and then if there are any available, I look up like moveset videos on YouTube, like top 30 moves or something like that. Yeah, it just takes some digging to find out which ones you'd want. Oh, the TLC is a classic one. Yeah. Back grapple counter. Jawbreaker. Frog splash.
Right. Get away.
More distractions. Oh, another Unprettier, and he's warming up for a spear and lands it. Flapjack. Oh, big kick. Oh, low drop kick. Goes for the Canadian Maple Leaf. Oh, he taps. How many credits is a match review and re-rate? 78. Okay. I don't remember. I do know you have to purchase it in between events. You can't do it the event of. It's kind of like a get out of jail free card. You have to have it before it happens to make it work. But last I checked, it's not cheap. Let me double check the TWN store here. Because I do legit want to jog my memory on that. It's 50. It's 50 credits. It's the most expensive thing on the store. But yeah, let's do the... I'm going to do the calculations here. But new champs, though. Impact players finally got it. Yeah, I'm gonna do some calculations here. Okay. Oh, no worries, Patrick. I get it. Sometimes it happens with tech. One rivalry. That was a rivalry match, okay. California Dreaming. Yeah, I was wondering what the name of that pay-per-view was gonna be. Let's see, let me check here. Okay. Yep, you got an 85. Outside the WWE, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get quite a few credits for this one because you had like 200 matches. That's huge. But yeah, I think so far you're the top one for the week so far, but we still got some more promotions to get through. We're roughly about halfway through this for promotions for the week. I plan on doing FTOA live tomorrow along with probably IGW. Yeah, it probably should have. I think that having the managers on the side kind of maybe tanked it a little bit. Like, when you're doing managers in this game, like, it's definitely got to be for a storyline purpose, because if you want, like, a good match evaluation, like, you can good match evaluations with guys on the sideline, but it's not as a good guarantee as it without, so you definitely have to keep that in mind. Yeah, that could be an expectation too. Maybe it was too short with the managers. Maybe that was the thing. Yeah, it is because there's no time to stop them really. Once it gets late in the match, if you put any submission move on, they're done. You know? That's kind of a big thing there. That's why I try not to have submission moves in the small medium grapple sections, because no one wants to see a match end like we just saw with the headlock takedown. You know, so that's something I would probably change there as well. Try to remember to at least. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Yeah, the mod pack does a lot of stuff. I wish I could get I wish I could get that down. I tried a while back. The finisher. Yeah, the Canadian Maple Leaf. But yeah, new champions. Now all the belts are with the Impact players. But yeah, like I said, tomorrow FTOA Live and IGW War, that's the plan for tomorrow. And then I don't know if I'll be streaming Thursday. I'm not quite sure on that one. I'm only belt posters now. Friday I do plan on streaming. It's funny, I actually, now that I think about it, I think we're actually getting due for a TWN All-Star event, actually. This week. At the end of the week here. Oh, jeez, yeah. So I might do that as well. So that might be something to keep in mind there, because, yeah, I might actually just do that Friday. I don't think I'm going to be streaming Thursday. I'm not sure about that. Friday will probably be All Stars, and then that weekend, like Sunday-ish, I'll probably try to finish the week up. Yeah, well, you won't have to wait long because we're just about to conclude things here. I'm trying to think. Outside of that, I do legit think that that is gonna conclude things for this one as well. But yeah, solid event, very hot, a lot of great matches here for this one. And yeah, the California Dreaming pay-per-view. I don't know when we'll do it. Yeah, well, all the promotions will be, for sure. So, in fact, I might have Hank the Tank have a guy appear for a little sneak peek if he decides he's interested in it, because they are going to be active. And it is going to be the last All-Stars event before we conclude the season with the Grapplecade, so we'll just have to see. Actually, you know, I might just keep it simple and just wait to have Hank do his stuff, like, for, like, the draft and stuff. We'll just have to see. But yeah, I think that, overall, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. In case you guys wanted to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in the About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere, anytime. No problem, Gray Man. We also have a Patreon page as well. Main goal of the page is to raise money for the channel, to give the channel a bigger budget to do more ambitious things. Stream again tomorrow, Patrick. I plan on streaming a couple times tomorrow. One kind of middle, like, afternoonish, the other one a little bit more in the evening. Things, and also for the Patreon page, start making merchandise for the channel as well, and the merchandise itself will be based on aspects of the channel that you guys enjoy. So any support we get for that is much appreciated. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.